Okay, so we are going to show you how to tie in a rock climbing rope if you're top roping from the top of the rock you're climbing. So, the first thing you need to do is to always be tied in. Since I'm tied in, if I accidentally go over the edge, I'm not going to fall to my death. I get to stay here and live, which is a nice thing to be able to do. Anyway, so when you're clipping in this first rope, you always want to make sure that the carabiners are always facing out. And rock climbing carabiners have this little thing on them that you can twist up so that they lock. You always want to make sure that that's locked no matter what you're doing. And there's another one over here. And the reason why there are two places where you hook in the carabiners is to give the rope plenty of maneuver. It's very important to make sure that the rope isn't twisted, because that can hinder the maneuverability of the climbing rope and it can get stuck. So now what you do is you take the bottom of these two ropes and you twist it once, like that, so there's a little loop. Then what you do is you're going to take your carabiner and put it through the loop, lock it into place. And like I was saying before, the most important thing to make sure is that it can move back and forth. The two sides are marked differently. So one side is just clear, there isn't anything on it, and the other one has little black stripes on it. This helps you to remember which side of the rope you threw over first, and which one's on top is the one you're going to climb on, and whichever the one that's on the bottom is the one that you're going to belay from. Rope!
Okay, so how to tie a figure 8 knot for your harness for rock climbing. You make a twist so that something is like this. This goes over the front. The tip goes behind it, and then over, and then under. Oops.
So what time did you guys get started? We got here at
Pull through. Kind of looks like an 8. And you finish like that. You want to leave about this much room so that it can go onto your harness and you have enough room to re-tie it up. So the way you tie it through the harness is you go through this bottom one. This is really the most important because it's got the plastic. And then you come up through the top, you pull through, and then you're going to want to follow the rope. And then you bring that around. So you're following this rope. Bring this under. And then you're actually going to want a little bit more rope for the second knot. And then you're going to bring this down and follow this and pull that tight. The way we check if you've done it right is you go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's how you know you've got enough. And then for the top knot, you're going to want to wrap it around. You're going to want to wrap it like this, just simply wrapping it around 3 times. And then go under, like this, and just pull up. And there you go. There you got it.
I'm going to teach you how to belay someone while they're climbing. So this right here is a belay system where you take the rope, you take a loop with the rope, and you put it into the system like that. As you can see, there's 2 little holes. For top roping, which is what we're doing, you only need 1 of the 2 holes. Now you hook it into the carabiner. Make sure to screw the carabiner shut. And there you go. You want it so that the rope going up is in your left hand if you're right-handed, and the rope that's going down to the ground is in your right hand. When you belay, it's always good to keep your left hand higher up, and to tighten the rope as the person's climbing, you want to pull up until your right hand is where your left hand is. Hook it in the 2 bottom fingers of your left hand, then slide your right hand back down and lock the rope. It's very, very important that your right hand always stays on the rope, because your right hand in this position, this locked position, is what keeps the climber from falling if you were to fall. So up, back down, lock. One more time, up, down, lock. And your left hand doesn't even really have to hold onto the rope that strong. It can just kind of slide up and down as it's moving. Your right hand does most of the work down here.